Hi, I'm so happy to welcome you to another beautiful episode of Talk to Be. It's Talk to Be, baby. Gay, gay. Yes, it's Talk to Be's time. It's time to hear someone's story and learn from it. We don't just tell you the stories because we want to just tell you, but we're telling you so that you can learn and unlearn. Let people share their experiences and you learn something from it and make yourself a better person. I am Abiola Adebayo. You can call me Dr. B. All right. Today I have a woman in the studio with me who have such an interesting story that you must learn from. Yes, that's why I'm emphasizing on learning. Okay? Before I introduce my guest, I'll go for a short break. When I'm back, you meet my guest. Do not go away. Remember that I love
Talk to be, share your experience.
you. Thank you for staying tuned. In case you're just joining, you're watching Talk to Be. I have my guest in the studio with me. I'll later do the introduction. All right, so join me as I welcome my guest. How are you doing, ma'am?
Very fine, ma'am.
It's so good to have you in the
Same
studio.
here.
God bless you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, let's get to meet you. What's your name? What do you do? Where are you from?
I'm Deborah Temitope James. I hail from Akukwedo.
From where?
Akukwedo,
Okay.
the Yoruba part of Edo State.
Okay.
And I'm a businesswoman, and I've been doing business from my, teenage, because
Okay.
my mom is a businesswoman, and even while I was in school, I've been doing business, and I have my registered business since 2019. I got my business registered. So,
Okay.
and I'm an evangelist too.
Evangelist.
Yes.
Okay, good.
So
Okay. Um, how did you grow up?
I was born in Ibadan,
Okay.
and at 2 years we moved down to Lagos. So I would say basically I grew up in Lagos.
Okay.
Because from 2 years old, growing up is not an easy one for me, because I would just put it under. I grew up in an average home.
Okay.
My father, was a military man before he passed.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
May his soul continue
So,
to rest in peace.
Yes. So growing up for me was not an easy one, but
Okay.
thank God for an hardworking mother.
Mm.
My mother put in so much for us,
Mm.
a lot of sacrifices, because she played both roles.
Mm.
Yes, she played both roles. So growing up is not an easy one for me. That's been struggling. A lot of things revolve around me.
Yeah.
Yeah, my bed, the nature of my bed too was not an easy one. So I am this child that struggled.
Mm.
Yeah, struggling to survive. My mom gave me the basis. At least she sent me to school,
Mm-hmm.
and while I became an adult, it has been, also on your own, independence. Yeah, I came out from that kind of environment
Okay.
on your own.
I get it.
But my mom tried her best to give me the basic education. While I became independent, I did jack of all trades,
I get it.
as long as not stealing
Yes.
or using my body, anything that will give
Put-
me
at least put food on your
on my
table.
table, I do.
Okay.
So a lot of persons that knows me knows Deborah is an hardworking lady.
Okay.
Some even say, she wa bi okunrin, because I do most things that a guy would do. But it's fine. It's well.
Thank God. Okay, so let's go to your story.
Okay.
Let's go to why you're here.
Thank you, ma.
Yes, ma'am.
2016, in the course of business, like I mentioned earlier,
Yeah.
I was doing facilitator for oil and gas. So
Okay.
it was in the course of the business I met this young man. And along the line, we became friends. fast forward to 2018. In the course of business still, I was already on my own. I penned the oil thing, the oil business, and I went into something else because that was too tough. So for my sanity and progress, I diversified into wood business.
Wood.
Yes. So at that time, I was in Shagam. So that was 2017 precisely. So I got a call from him that he wants to. I know him as a sailor. So he said he had stopped the job, that he wants to diversify, wants to do business, and that's why he called me, because he sees my post on Facebook and all of that, that he wants to partner with me. Initially, I didn't accept, but eventually, I accepted. He came down to Shagam. Long story short, it was 2018. He proposed marriage, and I didn't accept because I had somebody in mind to get married. But that before the end of 2018, I discovered marriage will not work with that person. So I had to accept him.
His proposal.
His proposal.
Because he was the one available.
Because he was the one available, and as well, I was actually under pressure, peer pressure. Yes. I was actually under pressure. Is one of the reasons why I want to tell my story so that others can learn, young ladies can learn.
How old were you then?
I was 32. At that time, I was 32. So I agreed to marry him, not because it was my choice. Every lady have their desired man. Not because it was my desired man, but at that point I was under pressure, peer pressure, and my elder brother too, like he was the father, because my dad was no longer around.
Why was it not like your spec? Was that what you mean?
Yes, ma.
Okay, so why was it not like your spec?
Thank you, ma. I would say it's not spiritually sound.
Okay.
Because I grew up from, my mom is a prophetess. I grew up from a very godly home. Woman of God. So all along, it has been Jesus thing. I'm a Jesus girl. So in terms of spirituality, it does not match at all. So that became a concern for me. So accepting that proposal at that time was not easy. But like I said earlier, because of pressure and all of that, that's why I just succumbed to it. So along the line, 1 year after we got married, 2019, March precisely, we did traditional white wedding and court wedding. So everything was fine. But before the proposal, some businesses did not work. So everything went flat for him. But I had businesses, not just one. I'm into a business. I have a store registered. So I was doing a business. I have a boutique too. I bring things from Turkey, China, and all of that. So the business we were in together didn't work. So I had other businesses I was still doing. What business
was it?
The wood business I mentioned earlier.
Okay. So that was what he wanted to invest in.
Yes.
At that time.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. So everything financially went flat for him. So I now felt, since he has a basis earlier, so, and I still have other things I'm doing, of like somebody who has, a reasonable person, I felt I could support him to, to get back to his feet. So I didn't see the finance as a challenge at that then, because of my knowledge, the knowledge I have. Because now I won't do that. So fast forward, we got married, no finance at all. I was the one that did 99% of everything spent was from me. The 3 weddings, yes, ma'am. So it's not something I want anybody to do from my experience. Yes. So we did the wedding. And
was he willing to get married at that time?
Thank you.
Was it his idea, or because you were pressured?
No.
Were you pressuring him?
No, not at all.
Okay.
Before I even agreed to it, took me a while. It took a long while.
Okay.
It took a long, in fact, it was convincing me to accept him, making me see instances that he won't disappoint me. He was promising heaven and earth that I will be there, because I gave him my condition. I know I have a calling, and no matter how I am running now, I will still accept it.
Okay.
So if you want to marry somebody with call, you have to support her in that calling. So he made all sorts of promises that I was going to do all of that, that's not an issue, that he's going to join me in the calling. So it wasn't me pressuring him, it was him pressuring me.
Okay, I just wanted to be sure.
Okay, ma. So fast forward, we got married, everything was smooth till 2020. I got back from work, and even after COVID, no, sorry, ma, before COVID. So I came back from my business that day, and we had a discussion that it's not a good idea, him just sitting back at home and all of that, that I will support him. He should think of something else he could do, because I don't want that business for now. The risk is too high. So he said he was going to think about it. I think over the weekend of that same week, he called me after I came back from work that he has seen a car that he wants to opt for Uber. Because before then, a friend of his introduced him to a lady that gave him a car for Uber.
Okay.
But along the line, it didn't work because of demand and all of that. And I was the one spending to repair somebody
else's car.
Yes, so that did not work. And I said, fine, since this one will work, let me get a car for this business, not to dash him. For the basis of this, since we are planning to build a family together, so that when children start coming, at least it should not just be just me doing everything, because practically within those years from 2019, I am the one doing everything, food, clothing, everything in the house is from me. So I got the car, Carrio. I got it, paid for, got a phone for him. All the demands, all the requirements that the boat requires for Uber, I did everything. I was the one that did everything. So he started it. Afterwards, another complaint, he will call today, he wants to repair, I'll send money. So it became very tiring. And I began to drag feet. Like, what's going on? Do this, it won't work. Do that, it won't work. Fast forward.
What do you mean, do this, it won't work? Do that,
like, he was doing the same Uber earlier with somebody else. I was sending money for repairs. Okay. And I now got my own stuff for him to start. Still the same thing.
Okay, you had to be sending him money.
Yes, he wants
over
to fix.
again.
Yes, so it became tiring for me at that point. So, and most time he doesn't come home. He doesn't come home. So some attitude begin to coming along the line. He won't come home. Because the agreement was he'll be coming over for weekends. Most weekend he will come home, because at that time I am in Shagam because of the nature of my business. That is where I've been since 2017. So even after marriage, I'm still there, because that's where I get my means of livelihood. So he has house at Tifo.
So you got married in Shagam?
I got married in my family house, but where I stay as a single.
That's what I'm saying. Okay,
Yes,
so
ma'am.
after your marriage, where were you guys staying?
I will say 2 places.
Okay.
In Shagam, where I used to stay. Then at his place at Ifo. He has a house there. He built a 3-bedroom flat there.
Before he met you?
Yes, ma'am. Before he met me.
Okay.
So over the weekends, we'll meet at Ifo.
Okay.
That was the agreement. But along the line, it doesn't come home. So I began to
come home to
Ifo. Neither Ifo nor Shagam.
No Shagam.
So because if he doesn't come, from the moment he decide not to come, so I don't go home to Ifo, because At that time, Ifo, the area, it's a new place, no light, nothing. So all by myself, it's not really easy for me. So since he's not coming home, I'll just stay in my shagam, jejeje. So it became a challenge. I had to call someone I know is an uncle to him, and I reported the issue to him that he should see the situation on ground. So he said he was going to talk to him, which he did. So for some time, he changed. He adjusted, apologized, and all of that. But along the line, it now became a norm.
Where was he doing his Uber business? In Lagos?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
In Lagos. So it became a norm, and it's really frustrating for me because nagging here, all the time nagging. I'm not that kind of person. And I am not that kind of person. So I'll call today, call tomorrow. I'm not that kind of person. So I kept everything to myself at that time. So after 2020, then 2020, before 2021, entering 2021, December period. So he didn't tell me that they were going to do some things in their family. There's no prior notice to that during Christmas they are going to do some things in their family, that the wives will gather. There is no prior notice to that. So, and I was expecting that I'll come from Shagam to Ifo, will gather the meat. I waited, no, nothing like that. I put calls across. It was just shouting like, am I not supposed to be coming to Iju? Because the parents, the mom doesn't have father. The mom stays at Iju. Am I not supposed to be there? I said, how would I know that I'm supposed to be there? Is this not something you tell somebody that will be programmed in somebody's head? So he picked an offense at that time because he's always getting offended. You know, little thing gets irritated, and this is the person that was not like that, but along the line he began all sort of attitude. He banked phone on me, you know, several things like that in fact it is well. So I eventually went to that Iju. At that time it was not easy for me. At past 12 a.m. midnight I was still on my way. This young man did not call me. I was even stuck at Oshodi. There was no way I could. It was even the Agbero I saw there that advised me, that, young lady, don't risk your life to go to that place you are going. If you go there, it's risky. But I just felt I want to please him. I went there. When I got to the bus stop, at that time, I called him. He said he would send his cousin to come and pick me. I waited for close to an hour. He didn't come. So I had to take midnight to, I think, 31st night entering the new year. I had to take keke to, to get out of that vicinity. And eventually I ended up lodging in an hotel. I was crying. I sent text message to the uncle.
Why? Was that because you couldn't find your way to their place or what?
Yes, because I don't really know the address directly. Most time we go by car. So he said he was going to send the cousin. I didn't see anybody. I waited. Call. He didn't pick. So long story short, I reported him to the uncle again. The uncle tried to resolve issue. Then I have a spiritual father then, and I told him. So I think he called him too. Along the line, he apologized. But that, all those torture did not, those emotional whatever, didn't stop. And I have an health issue, which is aware before the marriage, because I told him. I told him about the health issue, and at that time I even want to call off the wedding when I got to know about the health issue. So he said, why will I call off the marriage? That is not something he cannot undo. God is my witness to this, because I told my elder sister, and I told my mom, not initially because my mom is hypertensive, so not everything would tell her. I told my dad that, but eventually I told my mom. So the response he gave me then, he will support me. That is not an issue. That I should not call off the wedding, because I didn't know, we were already planning, but the cards were not out, the invitation cards were not out. I said, no, I'm not heartless nor conscienceless. I believe so much in God and my future. So I won't want to tie you down if it is not your wish. So he convinced me that he would support me, but eventually he didn't, because he left. He left eventually. So all of those times after that, we entered 2021, it was, the challenges became, it increased with the health challenge I was going through. It was not easy for me, no financial support coming from him, the load, every time, every now and then, there was no peace. It got to an extent that I went to meet their pastor, and I reported the issue to him. Like, it's deep. I was depressed, because even then I attempted suicide twice.
For what exactly?
I was going through a lot that the person who was supposed to be, supportive at that moment was not coming forth. Such expectation is what English will I use? It's disappointing. And my mom is old. My mom is aged. I lost my mom 2022 eventually because of all of this. Yes. And at that moment, I'm the last born of the house. So there was I'm not this friend type. And because of the impression, what we grew up with, marriage, don't tell people about your marriage, beer. Why at that time I was depressed, because I found out eventually that he was cheating on me. Because this same person who we don't hide each other password and all of that. So he began to hide this. He changed his password, hide his phone. He's overprotective over his phone. So, and if he wants to take calls, he goes out. So there was one of those occasions that he forgot the phone in the living room, and I picked the call, and it was a lady. So I attended to her nicely. He's not in. I now beckoned on him to come and take the phone. So after the call, he just told the lady he was going to call back. And I'm like, who is that lady? Is this someone I know? Because we tell each other, he knows my friends, the few friends I have. And I know his. So I don't think I'm familiar with this person. He said he's his business partner. I said, really? I said, okay. This business partner, do I know her? He said, no, I've not met her. Okay. I didn't pick offense. And sincerely, I didn't even think whatever, even I know. Because most time, if he wants to pick that exact call, he goes out. And before those, we stay in the same room. He changed his room. He said he wants to be staying in his own room, because we have 3 bedrooms as at then. So he said he wants to have his room to himself. I said, we don't have children yet. You want to have your own room to yourself. At least we'll discuss it. That's why we are husband and wife. We have to agree. It's 50-50, not just deciding. All this thing you do, is emotional torture. You don't just make decision. You do this. You don't even care about my emotions. And you see somebody's daughter crying in your house. And how do you feel about that? Like somebody who does not care, who just he didn't change. He insisted that he was going to be staying alone. So at that moment, there was one of the days I now picked the lady's number. So I called without his consent. I now asked the lady that, do you know this person calling you? Because I know you are not business partner. I just throw it to her. He said he's not aware.
Do you know what?
I said, do you know this person that you are in relationship with is somebody's husband? She said she's not aware about that. I said, okay, now you are aware, please. Can you please just stay clear, so that, because a saying say that whatever you sow, you reap, so that you too will not reap a seed you have sown. I don't have issues with you. I just want to let you know, in case you don't know. She said, okay, that she has heard. So when he got back from that notice of that I called, he just, the way he pushed me that day, ancient of this, and it was tiles, it was just mercy of God that made me not to hit my head on the tiles. That why will I carry phone? What infantry do I have to carry phone to call without his consent? Is that how, he pushed me with force, and I staggered, but it was just grace of God. I didn't fall that day. I'm like, when did you become like this? I didn't quarrel with her. I say, all this your action speaks there's something between the both of you, because you know my business partner. So and you call them even without my consent, and I don't react like this. And even if I call your business partner, like you say, so to speak, you shouldn't be reacting like this and almost want to injure somebody. He said I can go to hell. So that's another, challenge, the things I went through. So fast forward to, I was down with this health challenge because I was sorting means to get rid of it, and I opted for a manual means to do that, and it almost cost me my life. And I didn't just resolve to wanting to do that, but it was because pressure was coming from him too, because every now and then he would tell me, lagbaja ti bimo, lagbaja ti bimo, this one has given birth, that one has given birth. I'm like, it became a norm. I say, I did psychology in school. If you are telling somebody like this, you don't need to tell the person that sheko bimo. This is the interpretation to it. Can you just please don't tell me this again? It's affecting me. Is it until I run mad in your house? Don't tell me anybody gave birth, please. If I know, if I don't know, not all the time. It was actually fibroid, and I was trying to extract it manually. And at that time, he agreed. The process did not go on successfully.
How do you extract fibroids manually?
I saw someone that did it successfully.
Manually, how? How did they do it?
In fact, what they did, the experience was like they inserted something in my private, and they were pulling it out. It was not an easy experience. I was
pulling it out.
Yes, they were pulling it out. Before then, they gave me something to drink, like an herbs, whatever. They gave me to drink. I drank it and stayed for like 1 hour. I lay on the bed, and they brought something like a tiny iron
to
extract it.
Extract fibroid.
Extract fibroid. And with my clear eyes, I won't do that. But because of the pressure I was in then, because if I sit back and remember everything I did just for love, it's not worth it. I took a lot of risk.
Okay, so it was fibroids that you had.
Yes, ma'am.
Why didn't you just do surgery to remove it?
The notion I have about surgery then, as if
you were going to die.
Yes.
Somebody will sleep and will not wake up.
Yes, that was a notion which I did eventually.
A graduate.
That was the notion I have. That was the notion I have then, which it was actually ignorance, and that's why I don't advocate for ignorance at all.
Did you attach any spirituality to it? That's one of the reasons we have Talk to Be, is to educate people.
Yes, ma'am.
There are people who still believe that, okay, you have fibroids, you can extract it manually, you can
There's
take
nothing like that. It's all lies. I don't believe that. In fact, the person that recommended it, I have never met her. Somebody told me that she did it, but from my experience, it's a lie. And I
didn't say it.
I didn't say the person.
You just believed it.
I just believed. So it didn't go on fine because I was bleeding seriously. I almost lost my life. We got back home that day, and I think the next day he just came to meet me because I was bleeding. Well, I was practically lifeless.
Mm.
I could not even eat. I was just sipping a bit of Lucozade boost. And he came back and said he wants to travel to Ghana. I can't even talk, like he's traveling to Ghana. I say Ghana. Before Jack Robinson, this guy has gone to Ghana. I was all alone. So that night, I could not even talk. My breath was not even, it was, I saw my soul left me. My soul left me. And I began to communicate within me because I can't talk. I say, God, please, if not for anything, remember my mother. Because my mom, she's a lover of God. She's served God all her life. I say, God, if not for anything.
It's okay. It's okay.
And I saw my soul came back. So before I knew it, they breaked. And I sent a text to my elder sister. And she
Okay, we
doesn't
can't
come.
hear you. We'll just give you time. Sorry.
Thank you. I suffered in that marriage. I've healed. That's why I can't even talk. If it is then, I won't be able to talk as much as this. It's an horrible experience for me. I told my sister if she does not come on time, she might meet me dead. Because I didn't even know I was going to see the morning with text message. And by 6 a.m., I saw my sister and my mom, my old mom, in my house. And that morning too, he came back too from Ghana.
He came back.
He came back, but my parents came, my mom came, my sister came before him, came back.
But I thought he left a day before.
Yes.
Okay, so they told him and he came back.
They didn't told him, oh. He left and just came back. Nobody called him. When my mom came and my other sister, they asked after him. He said he was going to Ghana, and my mom began to cry. Like, the way he came, asking for my hand in marriage, she thought he's a gentleman, that a gentleman will not behave like this. Somebody that has sacrificed a lot for you. Said, my daughter tells me things that she does for you. And a lot of things that she told me that I don't even put it to my face just for this marriage to go well, because I don't want her to marry and marry. I will encourage her to bear. But she's so disappointed. That was what she told him. And he began to beg my mom, because I could not even talk. So to cut the long story short, my sister and my mom hired a vehicle to take me home for treatment, proper treatment. I'm still bleeding, uncontrollably, bleeding, heavy bleeding. So I got home and medication starts. About 1 week later, I became better, bleeding but not as much as then. And I spent close to 2 months in my family house. This young man did not come. He didn't come. Once in a while, he would just call me on phone and ask, how am I doing? I said, I'm fine. I said, why are you not coming? It's becoming embarrassing. Will you now let the family know? That's about 2 weeks, 3 weeks along the line. He shouted at me that whatever they want, my family want to take, he doesn't care. That he's doing business. Is this business that I have not seen the benefit of it? Because all the millions he married me that I have, I became a Tanzania. I'm even borrowing. I ran into debt. I'm like,
how did you run into debt?
Okay, ma. How I ran into debt is that, expenses, like during COVID itself, everything became very, very high. Imagine only me doing all the spending at home that I will even still bring out and even give him to support from to his own end, doing good wife. You know, at that time, I did not even see it as an offense. I just believe, you know, women, you know, supporting your husband.
That's right.
That's my conscience. That's what I have in my heart. Doing
That's
it
normal.
without whatever. You know, the expenses I did during that COVID is crazy. And that affected my business, and my business I began to have challenges in my business. And the other businesses I was getting money to put in my hair business, you know, had challenges as well. The people who are into wood business, they will know. There's this thing they call CITES and all of that. If they don't give you that permit, you cannot export. So they didn't give us that CITES. So business from that end became sour. So I needed to just depend on just my boutique and hair business, and, you know, spending on you know, food and all of that, taking care of myself with medical bills, because every month when I had that fibroid, I don't spend less than 150K for herbs monthly.
Herbs.
Yes, ma'am. In fact, one even scammed me. She blocked me safe after paying. I paid 100,000 to her. Yes, ma'am. So when she sent,
When you could just go for surgery and take it out.
in fact, I don't advise herbs. I don't know, but from my experience,
Yeah, some says it works.
I think it will work when it has not really grown. When it has not grown, when you just discover it early, maybe those tiny centimeter. The honest woman, the honest vendor will tell you that if it has not grown, it will work. But if it has grown,
This is something that we should discuss, we should ask, and we should know. The holistic medicines, they say it works. Some say herbal works and everything. But knowing what I know, I've heard that, you know, fibroids is just like a stone. You understand? So there is no amount of water that you pour on a stone that will make it melt. So I heard that. I don't know how it works. I don't know. I also want to learn. And it's something that we really need to discuss and see people who have really done this. And if it works for them, we advertise it. We tell people. But like you said,
Yes, ma'am.
maybe in some cases when it's just a few centimeters, it's not that big. Medically, I don't know, and I will not say what I don't
Yes,
know.
I don't
but
know too.
We need to discuss it.
yes,
honestly.
ma'am. Yes, ma'am. From my experience, I started taking it early, because I have to be sincere. I don't want to mention names.
No, that's fine, please.
I started I spent money, and it's all coming from my purse, because he does not have financial support for me. I'm the one supporting him. I used several. At that early stage, I discovered 2018, before the marriage, I began to take herbal medication. I'm telling you, ma, it has not even become like
As big as it was.
nobody even knows. I began to take all sort of. They will mention I had money. So money was not a challenge for me. They will say this, I will buy. Even before taking one, I will go and order for that one.
Another
So that
one.
when that one finish, I will start taking. So they now say it's because I'm taking this. One vendor now said because I'm taking this,
This
and
and
that's why
this.
I should just stand.
Stick to one.
I should stick to one that it will work. Mama, I stick to. It didn't work. It's just like I wasted money. Because if I want to estimate how much I spent on herb, it's over 2 million. I'm not exaggerating.
I understand.
I spent money. Like monthly, you are spending 150K over going to about 6 years. So it's over 2 million now. What am I
course.
saying? And it's all coming from my purse. So it was last year. Before last year, let me say this. In the course of this abuse, while in the marriage, before he moved to the house, I forgot to say it earlier. So there was one day I noticed if I touch him, maybe during love making, if I touch him on the head, I noticed he began to hold my hand. He would like, if somebody wants to rape you now, hold your hand. You know, when you are making love to somebody, it's between two person.
Yes.
Why the other partner will be holding you? Is that not forceful, whatever? He will hold my hand. So I noticed he severed. I'm like, you are not raping me, for crying out loud. You are my husband. So we did not start like this. So I'm not comfortable holding me like this. Initially apologized. So it became like continuously. I now said, if it is that, I don't think I will want to participate in this thing.
Holding you like, how do you mean?
Holding my two hands down.
Like pinning your
Yes,
hands?
pinning my hand, not to move it. So one of the days it became a big issue. Like we began to exchange words. I said, I was doing well before you met me. I was living in GRA, Shagam. It's the best area in Shagam, Ogun State. Anybody that knows that as far as Shagam is concerned, GRA is the best. That's where I was saying as a young lady, I was doing fine. Whoever knows me then knows I was doing well, comfortably well. So I was doing well. And since you know that these terms cannot work, why did you come and truncate my journey? I was mad that day. You do this outside, I don't want it. You turn it to arguments. You turn it to this. I said, I'm tired. And he told me that I am using his glory. And that's why he's holding my hand. That me, I'm using his glory. That ever since, yes, my mommy,
Okay.
mommy B.
Okay. So that's why he's holding
My hand. He said he's preventing me not to touch his head. That me, they told him that me, I'm using his glory. I say, the lady you met a millionaire and she's using your, ow.
Okay.
Ow. How does he match? I'm using your glory in the sense that, did you meet me in poverty? Did you meet me like handicap or not doing anything?
Okay.
Can you just explain to me? You know my mom is a woman of God, even me myself. How am I using your glory? He said, okay, you're down because it's rough. More. If anything like that must happen, he will keep holding my hand. That everything they have exposed my secrets. That me, I'm using his glory. Blah blah blah. This and that. At some point I began to laugh and cry. I say, Bele, Deborah, see waiting you can't see for marriage. It was not funny, ma. I began to cry. I say, using your glory. If I'm using your glory, then you say, I go don't get private jet because my own glory says big. Because if you know big, you know go meet me as millionaire. So I don't have private jet yet. So how can you just explain? So he angrily left the house, and himself I left to my own location before the issue. Of course, I will report to the uncle. The uncle will say to us again. It's always the uncle. It was when it now became too extreme. My mom now said I should get the family involved. That is after almost staying 2 months in my family house, and he didn't come to check on me. And my mom said this is not something to keep quiet about. Again, he has made it obvious to the whole family because everybody will come to greet me, check up on me. There be up and call. It's not something I could cover again. So my mom now sent for the elder brother, their first son, that she wants to see him. So he promised he was going to come, and eventually he didn't come. Then I began to have dreams because most time if God wants to talk to me through dreams, a lot of us, I began to have dreams of, seeing that he has moved away from the house, packed everything. I became bored that somebody going through I was not even through with my medication. That's the trauma. So I just told my mom that I was fine. I just disguise. I began to do strong lady, and I told my sister everything because it's not something I could go by myself. I'm still recovering. That this is what I'm saying, and it's bothering me. That if I know the marriage does not want to work, let me know now so that I will know how to pack myself than just believing in something that does not even exist. So my sister now said, okay, since the older brother did not come, that she's going to take me back to my place. So my mom insisted that she was going to come with us. She was still alive then. So my mom came, but she left the next day. So getting to the house, I saw everything I saw in my dreams. 99% of everything, up to the mug and pot my mom gifted me for my wedding. This guy moved it. Up to the mug. My mom bought me a mug, Unton size, those things for my wedding gifts. This guy moved it. Everything in the house, everything that ladies, my pot, everything, fan, fridge, everything. Some is then mine. I'm like, so it was not at home. I had my key. He now came back that evening. I was trying to hold it. I told my dad I was shaking. I was still trying to recover. I was shaking. I said, God. So my sister started petting me that if I don't want to even leave, I should leave because of my mom. That this thing I'm doing now, I can just pass out. That because she knows the implication of how I'm feeling, I can't even control I was just shivering. She said I should control myself. She was encouraging me that there's nothing that will ever happen that God cannot see me through. I should just see it as faith and be strong. So she began to encourage me. She held me. My mom had gone the next day. She had to just see how to convince my mom that she should be going. She's aged, that she will take care of me so that she will not see all. We were even avoid so that she can leave because we know her condition. So she left the next day. So my sister now called the both of us and asked him that it has now gotten to the family, all of this behavior, that she's not siding the sister because she knows that marriage is not perfect. The sister too has her own challenge, but that what the basic is the both ends should be able to have understanding and agree to make the thing work, not just behaving rational. My sister was not even on my side. My sister was blaming me. I shouldn't have done this. Even she was just so that it will work. And he said he has made up his mind. Well, no regard. I was just talking to my elder sister that age-wise they are not even mates. He has made up his mind. That he has made up his mind that he's done with his marriage. That he's done with the marriage. He has made up his mind that he went here. They said this. They said that. My sister now said, but you didn't see all of this in this lady before you married her. But why didn't you?
What was his reason?
He said that where he went to pray, that they say I'm using his glory. That I'm responsible for his misfortune.
Okay.
That the money is supposed to have, that I'm the one having it. My sister was now saying that. My sister now said that, but you would have checked all these things before you came to my sister's life. That Deborah is not that kind of a lady. That she just wants to make peace, and that's why she never supported me from the beginning. Not as if maybe I am 40, because it got to that extent with the arrogance. So, but my sister now said that no matter what, there is no marriage that does not have challenges. That I should see how he will forgive me, and we should just move on.
Forgive you for using his glory.
Abi now, because ultimately, because my mom does not really want that foundation of marry and remarry. That was just that was just the basis, not because she likes everything I'm going through.
But you were in it already.
I was in it already.
And as a Christian, she does not want the divorce.
Does not want the divorce. So my sister talked, but the talk does not hold waters. She left It was already July at that time, and she left. When she left, as usual, the maltreatment continue. He does not come home, and that area no light. And at that time, things were already difficult for me to even pay for my house rent in Shagam. It was difficult. I had to move my things from Shagam to Ifo, and it's a new area, no lights. They don't have electricity there yet. So I went to his pastor to tell him that he should look at the situation, that all through my staying close to 2 months in my family house, that he didn't come, and now I have returned home, he's still not even around to support, like, care. And the pastor now said, what was his reason? So I now told the pastor that he said he had an accident and he broke his neck. He showed me a collar, neck collar, that in fact it was both of them that were on the bike. That it was him and his pastor that was going on that errand, and the bike had an accident, that he broke his neck at that time. That was the lies he told my family, because the pastor made me know that it will not be a party to what will lead him to a fire. That they didn't go anywhere. And of course, since they did not go anywhere, he did not break his neck. Because when I returned home, I could remember when I returned home at that time, I saw a neck bracelet on the table, just to show, arrange the games he's playing now, just to showcase that what the lie they are lied, I came back, is true. But the pastor now confirmed to me that he did not go to anywhere with him.
So what happened?
So he now begged me that I was going to talk to him to change, but it didn't change. It was that July the worst happened. It was the July the worst happened, and he told me that I was going for that. His friend has gotten him a job in Port Harcourt, that he wants to go back to sailor job, that they've secured one for him, that he's traveling to Port Harcourt. I said, no problem, safe journey. Even before he left, we had issues, another fight again, that he pushed me in the kitchen. I almost lied again too. So he traveled that July 2021, and for 3 months he was away. He calls me whenever I want, and if I have, and I'm the one always calling. So whenever I call him, like when you are first, like on disturbing you, you are bothering somebody, like don't disturb me with his actions. So one of the days he now said it out. He said he doesn't love me. I should stop pushing. That's, can't I see? Why am I forcing myself on him? I began to cry. I'm like, he doesn't love me. I say, really? At this extent, is it now that ibitati bade? He banged the call on me, and I began to cry. I had to leave Ifo to my friend's place, because I don't have a place again in Shadam. I had to go to a place. I don't want to go to my family house because of my mom, which eventually I went, because I cannot stay long in my friend's place. She's married. I went there. My friend's husband tried to intervene, call him, and he said, "You should not mind me, that I'm a problem to him. That I just want to be, that everybody should be on their own." So fast forward, I called the uncle again, told the uncle. The uncle said he was going to talk to him. I called the other brother too. The other brother said he was going to talk to him. My mom now sent another invitation again, and this time the mom and the other brother, because it has gotten to December and we are entering another year, 2022. He didn't come for Christmas. He told me he was going to come. He didn't come eventually. So before entering 2022, my mom sent for family meeting. They didn't come till today. They didn't come. So I've forgiven him. That's the truth. Because my journey with God now, I've come to know it hurts. Everything I went through is hurting. But I forgive him so that he normally run up big. I just want the normal procedure for divorce, because I know he has remarried. I heard the information, though I did not see it physically. I know he has remarried, because before he left, eventually, before he packed everything out of the house, I saw all the traces, all the signs. Somebody that you want to eat his head on the floor and you don't care. So that means there's somebody else you care for now. So he didn't come, he didn't show up. When my mom now said, okay, since they did not come, the January 2022, that me I should go and meet the mother. I went to Iju. I went to meet the mom. I told the mom everything. She said that she's not aware of all of this. So she now took her phone and called him in my presence. And the phone was on loudspeaker. And he was telling the mother. He said, he has told me with signs. Can't I see the way he's treating me? Don't I have sense? Is that I've stooped so low that he doesn't want me? That is done. So I began to cry again. The mother now said, whoever you are that is deceiving you now, this is the one I know that you brought her is your wife. So if you say you don't want to marry her, the same way you took me to our family house to go and marry her, you have to do the same. Till now, I didn't see them. Mama, I didn't see them. So at that 2022 March, I put a call to him, because I went to the house. I saw that he has locked the door. He has changed the key. Because I don't want to mention names. I can tell you privately, ma. I have informations that whenever I'm not around, he brings the lady to the house, to my then matrimonial home. That he brings the lady to the house. So he changed the key. I was stranded, and that was 2022. I now went to somebody. He introduced me to that area that is like a father to him. I now went to him. In fact, that day, because I wasn't expecting that, I slept outside in the cold. I slept outside. There was no way, because I was managing nothing. I want to come and carry some. At that time, I was doing revamping. If you call me, I'll go do it. So just to make success, to eat. So I came home to carry this manicure that I would use to go and work for somebody. And there was no means. He has changed the key to so the next day I went to meet the man, the man that he took like a baba. He's the one that introduced me to him. And I told him that, did he know I slept outside? That his son changed the key. And he knows that I don't really stay here like that. I don't have friends around here. So I had to sleep outside. He said, why didn't I come to their place? I said, it was night. I don't know how to get there at night, because it's a bushy area. So the man was hungry, and he carried phone and called him that this thing you are doing is illegal. Even if you don't want to marry a woman, do it right. Don't maltreat her. You are maltreating this lady. She has only leather. That all these things you are doing is a bad seed you are sowing. That you don't need to maltreat somebody's daughter because you don't want to marry her again. That is not good. So the man told him that if I go to police station and get him arrested, that I will win the case, because this is a big abusive situation. That you don't lock that. As far as law is concerned, she's still your wife. You have not divorced her, and her things is still in your house. That you don't need to lock her outside. If you get it in legally, you'll be in trouble. So he now told the baba, the same person that told me that he has come and took the key to where he is in Port Harcourt, because I called him and said, you have changed this key. Please, where is the key? He shouted at me. He said I should go and bring my soldiers. He said I should go and bring my mopo. I should go and bring whoever I want to bring. That is his house. He has locked it. I say, But I have my things there. If you want to even divorce me, at least I will do it legally. I will get a place where I can keep my head. Just locked me out of this thing. Yeah, and he banked a call on me. So it was with the Baba's intervention that he now told the Baba where he kept the key. So if I hadn't gone there, I wouldn't have access into the house. So they now brought the key. I opened the door and I moved. I was just broken. I said, God, how did I got myself into all of this? If I had been on my own, I won't go through all of this. And I left eventually. I was so bittered, and the Baba was begging me that I should please, for his sake, I should forgive him.
Okay. So what's the situation now?
So the situation now is that last year I came across, just like the way God sent you to me, came across a foundation that supported me, health foundation, that supported me to remove the fibroid. I know at the essence they could do it. They extracted it out last year. I did it successfully by the grace of God. And ever since then, he has not reached out, even when I lost my mom, because my mom I had to move out from the house because I went back to my family house. My friend is married. I can't stay there for long. There was nowhere to stay. I had to go back there. So I moved out. I was staying inside a church in the swampy. The church I was going then. It's a swampy area. I stayed there close to 6 months. I sleep on the floor. That was what I went through. During rainy season, I could remember how I'll be crying in the church. I said, God, even if I know I've sinned, I disobeyed you, I didn't pray enough to ask you if you consent on this marriage, please forgive me, because I went through a lot. It was there I got a call that my mom had stroke, that she had attack. When you are thinking, Ronu, my big issues surrounding my birth made my mom love me a lot, because I came out by miracle. So anything that has to do with me, it touches her a lot, because she suffered giving birth to me. So leaving the house, she knows I don't have here to stay. I'm just lying to her. So my sister said that my mom had stroke, with her BP was reading whether 500 or 400, and she had attack, and she's in the hospital. I rushed there.
Okay. So
we lost her.
What is now the situation? The
situation is that now, as of now, I don't have where to stay. And where I'm staying now, I was told that I'm given this year to leave. And the fibroid surgery I did went successful, but I still need some care, because since May I have not seen my period, and I'm still having pains, but I don't have enough to take care of myself. I'm just surviving by grace.
What are you doing now? What job are you doing?
The doctor said because of how big the fibroid is, that I should not do any hard work.
But they've removed the fibroids.
Yeah, I do business. The business I'm doing, I don't have money to go back to it. So what I do now, I know how to design. So I
design what?
Like graphic design.
Okay.
And so 1 or 2 persons I tell around, they give me the job. I design, I do it online. So that's one of the thing I'm doing now to just survive. And also I write. I'm a writer. I have the gifts, a lot of books. So I've been able to publish like 2 of them. So like an ebook I sell to online. So those are the ways I get 1 or 2 to keep body and soul, and few of my friends too, they reach out with some gifts. Debbie, we know you are going through, take this. You know, you are going, at least two of my friends. So what I would want, if I have the privilege to ask, is I want, if I can get a support to file for divorce. I want to divorce him.
To file for divorce?
Yes. I want to. I can't continue with. For 4 years now, I've not seen him. For 4 years, since 2021. We only spoke on phone last 2022. And since then, he has not reached out. And I don't even, I'm not interested.
Okay, so what do you need? You need a lawyer to,
yes, ma.
to help you divorce?
Yes, ma. Yes, ma. I need that. I need that support. I need that support.
Okay.
Yes, ma.
You need a lawyer to help you with the divorce process?
Yes, ma. Yes, ma. I need lawyer to help me with the divorce process. And I still need care. Because I'm still having pains where they extract. I could show you I could show you on my phone where it's still paining me. If I walk a distance, I will sit down. I'll be feeling, heavy pain in that place.
What have you learned from your story, and what would you like people to learn from your story?
What I've learned from my story is that you should not be pressured by peer. If your friends are getting married, don't be pressured. Don't be in a haste. Don't take decision without God. God is the author of all things. If God chooses for you, as much as God has given us free will, He's still our Almighty God.
Okay.
He wants us to always admit that and involve Him. If you don't involve Him, He won't come. Because I involve God to an extent, but not as much. Because I'm admitting to my faults. I'm owning to it. And that's what gives me confidence to be here. Because my nature, I'm a shy person. But there are some things that you go through in life. It will make you fierce. Because you have seen it all. I've escaped death. Not once, not twice. So nothing scares me anymore.
How old are you, ma'am?
I'm 39.
39.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, let's do it this way. People, we all have our challenges.
Yes,
we
ma'am.
all have what we're going through and all. But I know that there are people that would want to maybe support you
Yes,
or
ma'am.
something. You said you need a lawyer.
Yes,
I would
ma'am.
say that you also need a therapist. You need a therapist. It's a lot to go through. A lot of times what we advocate for is usually physical abuse, but research has shown it that mental abuse, emotional abuse is actually more dangerous. And I can feel from what you're saying the kind of torture you've had to go through from someone that you love. On this platform, we don't judge anybody. We don't blame a party, especially when we have not heard from the two of them. So I'm not here to blame your husband or your ex-husband.
Ex.
I'm not here to blame, of course, it's still your husband because you're not divorced or something. So I'm not here to blame him. I wasn't in the marriage. I wasn't in the picture. This is your story. It's your truth. I just pray that God will comfort you.
Amen.
But the thing is, I picked out something, and that thing would be, it's okay to let people go. Don't make them suffer. It's okay. Love fades. And if it does, agree to it. Sit down, talk about it. You sat down to talk about getting married, to talk about, I like you, I want to marry you. And if you feel it's not working for you again, say it. It might be difficult, especially when we have this religious background, like, okay, church settings, what do I go to tell them? Parents influence, what do I tell my parents? What do I tell people? And then you begin to manipulate things, you begin to shy away from the truth. Like, okay, by attitude, if I begin to do this, if I begin to do this, you will see the signs. Most times the torture has killed a lot of people. And then there are even men that would even do what they should do, and people will ask the woman or the man, kilo tun fe. In the course of kilo tun fe, these people are dying. So it's something that we should continue to talk about it. I'm sorry for all that you have gone through.
Thank you, ma'am.
We'll try to introduce you to a therapist who at least, can talk to you. But above all, call out your account details in case you have somebody or people that want to help. And then we also need a lawyer to help with the divorce process so that you can be free legally as well. So please call out your number if you want to give it out, and then call out your account details as well.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. God bless you for the privilege. This is my number. I don't mind. I can give my number because I need support. I don't have anybody now. I'm an orphan, so I need support from good Nigerians. So this is my number: 070-6494-8310. So, and this is my account details: 2080338587. It's a UBA account. Deborah Temitope James. That's the name on it. Thank you. I appreciate. God bless us so much.
Amen. God bless you.
Thank you, ma, for the
family,
privilege.
You're welcome.
Thank you, ma.
My take home today will be that do not be pressured into marriage. Everyone have their own time. Your time is different from mine. The fact that you got married at 25 and I am getting married at 35 does not mean you're better than me, or does not mean you're going to enjoy the marriage better, does not mean anything. The people around me, they know. And I have younger girls, I have sisters, I have workers, I have people around me that are close to me. The last thing I will pressure you on or I will disturb you over is marriage. When I get married, when are you? I don't even joke about it, so that they don't feel less of themselves. The moment we start to realize that you are more than enough, marriage is not the only thing that God has sent you to this world to do. With or without marriage, you are human. Love yourself. Develop yourself. Get better at what you do. If you have something that you're doing, if you earn your own money, to live an abusive marriage will not be such a problem. That will not be part of the reasons you are staying. Do you understand? You can stay because of other reasons. You can stay because you are afraid, because of what people will say. You are afraid because you don't have children yet. You are afraid because who is the next man that will come? Who is the next woman that will come? But money will not be part of it. You see all that she has to go through now. And then I pick up something that it's a red flag. From the beginning, if this guy is not okay, especially for a woman, that you be the one to take care of the family, is a lot. So you won't know until you are in.
It's a lot.
Please run away from that. If they want to call you a gold digger, be a gold digger. I'm not saying build your family or your marriage on he has to be a billionaire, he has to have 6 cars, he has to have 2 cars. No. But please be earning yourself and make sure that he has something, because you see complex, that's one thing we don't talk about enough. Even men that feel that they are strong enough, they won't know until they are in there. So please maybe if she had taken her time to realize, okay, this guy doesn't have a job yet, let him get the job, let him, maybe after that time, she would have seen some things.
Yes.
The guy would get better at what he's doing. He would have something doing. It's a lot for a woman to be the one taking care of the house for years, and you will think that you are helping the family. At some point, the man is building some kind of resentment against you. The kind of joke that you will joke with him when he has money, and then when he doesn't have, the way you will take it will be different. He will see things differently. If he's the one providing, if you tell him that you eat too much, he will just feel like, leave me alone, I'm eating too much, thank you. But if you are the one providing, you say it's because you are the one providing. So it's a lot. There are a lot of red flags that she didn't take notes. Please take note. That's why Talk to Be is here. I've done a lot of talking today, but I hope you pick something. God bless you, ma. Thank you for coming on the show.
Thanks for the privilege.
Yeah, this little gift is for you, your transportation.
Thank you, ma. Wow.
We have this food pack from Tam Cuisine for you.
Thank you, ma. God bless you so much.
Amen.
God bless you. More grace. Wow.
This small gift.
Hey, thank you, ma. Thank you.
So that's gift from us to you to say thank you for coming on the show. Thank you for coming out. I hope that you get help by God's grace. All you need to do is just let me know, please. It's for record purpose. It's for people to know that you spoke out, you got something. It's not for anything. On this show, we do not take a dime from anybody. Just like we have given, we are the one that gives. All that we're asking is just transparent. Okay, just be transparent with us. Yes, your transparency is all that we need. Okay, I got this. This is what I've got in 2 days. This is what I've got. That's all that we need, and then we get back to the people that are doing. So it doesn't, I see some people when they tell me, oh, I have, for instance, somebody is telling me that I have 1 million, and somebody already sent me a receipt of 2 million naira. I see that a lot. I'm not saying you can do or you cannot do. It's not. I've seen mothers in Israel, mothers in when it comes to money. I don't need your money. We're not taking. There's nothing we have not seen on this show, but to God be all the glory. Amen. We're just happy if we're able to help, and that's all that matters to us. And then to get back to the people that are giving, so that they know that whatever they are doing, we appreciate it, and it's getting to them. That's why we don't. People have begged us, do an account. Yeah, let that be. I'm not running a foundation. We don't do it. So this is how it works. We pray that you get timely help by God's grace, and we pray that God come through for you. We pray that God will restore you. Above all, that He will compensate you, bigger you, better, much more better than where you're coming from. In Jesus' name. This is what I'll be saying goodbye. I hope you learned something today. Till I come your way, same time next week on the same channel. I am Abiola Adebayo. Call me Dr. B. I love you. Do not forget, in whatever thing you're doing, put God first. Be determined and stay focused. God bless you.
Talk to Be. Share your experience.